This is the value of wrestling, the revolutionary force in wrestling podcasting.
Are we closer than ever than CM Punk being back in WWE? Are we going to see CM Punk become Chicago made at Survivor Series? Is Survivor Series in Chicago going to be a must watch pay per view? And what about Mercedes Moné? Is she all elite? Has she been cleared? Is she going to show up at Full Gear or even sooner? What about The Undertaker? Is he making an in ring return? Is he going to make a presence? Is he going to pop up somewhere? What is going on with the Undertaker and Jade Cargil? Where's Jade Cargil? Is she going to show up tonight on Fastlane? That and a whole lot more right here on the Value Wrestling and the Big Time Rants. Join me, shall you? Oh, we are back one more time today on the Big Time. This is Big Time Rants from right here on the Value Wrestling YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. And what do we got in the breaking news category? Stuff coming out left, right, and sideways, coming out all over the place, just constantly coming down. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the massive spoiler could be that Jade Cargill will be at Fastlane tonight. Will she make her debut in WWE at Fastlane? Will she make her presence felt? Will she leave unmarked? The WWE has been pushing Jade Cargill, has been selling Jade Cargill for sure. They are getting her out there and getting her name on TV. She is definitely headed, or she is in the WWE, and she will definitely be making her appearance. I am certainly sure soon. It's not going to be the big night. Is Jade Cargill going to show up at Fastlane to make her presence felt, to make her statement, so we can see what's going to be the beginning of Jade Cargill's WWE future? We're all going to have to wait and see. Lots of news and spoilers for Fastlane tonight. A lot of reasons to watch. Is Jade Cargill going to show up? Who's Rey Mysterio's mystery partner going to be? Are there other show-ups and surprises? Kairi Sane rumored to be rejoining the WWE after what has been going on with Asuka and Io Sky. Will Kairi Sane make her presence felt tonight in WWE at Fastlane? In a cold open, Pat McAfee takes center stage. It looks like Pat McAfee will be doing the cold open for Fastlane. We will have to wait and see how that plays out. Pat McAfee been a big part of the WWE universe, and we always love when we get to hear from Pat McAfee or see Pat McAfee on TV. So be ready for Fastlane, because we may get a voiceover or an opening segment with Pat McAfee tonight at Fastlane. WWE stacking the deck for the October 10th NXT show. Just stacking the deck against AEW's Dynamite. It's going to be a title Tuesday for AEW, since they're being preempted due to the MLB playoffs. And so AEW has Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus, Soraya versus Hikaru Shida for the women's championship, amongst other matches going down. And WWE is just stacking the card with John Cena, Paul Heyman, Becky Lynch, Dominic Mysterio, Asuka. Cody Rhodes is going to have a big announcement, and of course they ended the commercial last night with the dong. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the familiar sound that we all know. They did that last night on an NXT commercial, meaning possibly, and it looks like very strongly, that the Undertaker will make an appearance in NXT. What role will he play? What will he do? What new era could he usher in? Who could he be partnered with briefly? Who may he give a little bit of a rub to? We're going to have to join in. NXT is going to be off the chain with all the big names that are going to be there. AEW is going to be a great show with Dynamite Untitled Tuesday, but it looks like NXT is stacked heavy and thick for their show, so we're going to have to be there. Other rumors, AEW, is it time? Mercedes Moné time. Is it boss time in AEW? Ladies and gentlemen, Mercedes Moné is been cleared. It looks like from every indication that we are seeing at this time that she is cleared to get back in the ring. Will Tony Khan make the play? Will we see Mercedes Moné show up sooner or later? Will she be saved for Full Gear? Will she show up on Dynamite? Maybe she shows up on Tuesday night, Title Tuesday version of Dynamite. Could that be a big shift if you get Mercedes Moné on AEW on Tuesday with everything WWE stacking up against today? That could be a game changer for AEW, but they could also save her for Full Gear. It's going to be interesting, but it looks like Mercedes Moné is cleared to wrestle. It looks like she may be headed to AEW. Will it be full-time? Will it be a one-off appearance? Will she be still with New Japan Wrestling? What is going to happen with Mercedes Moné? anything could happen, and it is definitely getting more and more interesting as now she is cleared to return to in-ring action. So we'll have to see what part she plays in the future of AEW and professional wrestling across the board. Mercedes Moné making a lot of moves and a lot of names are talking about how Mercedes Moné is about to be all elite. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that could be huge. That could be something to change the landscape of professional wrestling. We're just going to have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting. Also, more CM Punk news. It seems closer and closer as we each step along the way, as we travel the road to Survivor Series in Chicago, Illinois, at the United Center. We are getting closer and closer to the fact that CM Punk may be returning to WWE. We may have CM Punk in a WWE ring very soon. A lot of things going on there. There was feelers sent out by Punk supposedly about the interest in WWE. It seems like WWE and him are in deep talks. There are some wrestlers backstage that are not happy. There are some wrestlers who are like, he's not going to be able to pull the stunts he's pulled here. So it's going to definitely be an interesting situation if CM Punk's headed back to WWE, if he's going to show up at Chicago at Survivor Series. Is this where he's finally going to make his return to WWE television? We are going to have to wait and see, but it's going to be interesting. It's coming down to one of these situations.
Do or do not. There is no try.
It is that simple. It's either going to be he does or he does not, and that will be the end of that. But how do you feel about CM Punk rejoining WWE? How do you feel about CM Punk after his AEW run? What do you think CM Punk brings to the table, and are we going to get a full CM Punk like we want to see CM Punk? It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a different era if CM Punk comes back. There's a lot of people who are not going to jump up and down and be excited about CM Punk coming back, and there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be really excited. And CM Punk's going to bring money. CM Punk is going to bring eyes. CM Punk's going to move needles if he comes back to the WWE. And this is for certain, as everything is moving closer and closer to looking like CM Punk will be back in the WWE. I think that if WWE and CM Punk are smart, I think WWE offers CM Punk a one-year deal, saying, here, let's try out the waters. Let's see how it goes, see how you like it, see how we like it. We'll give you a one-year contract. We'll give you a nice sign-on bonus. Come in for a year. Let's do a run. After a year, we'll reevaluate. Is everybody happy? Do we want to continue this? And we'll talk about maybe a longer-term deal. I think the safe bet is offer him a one-year deal. I think Punk would be smart to take a simple one-year deal, get in, see how he's going to like it. Is he going to fit back into this locker room? Is he going to be happy? Or is he just not in the mood to be back in the world of wrestling? I think a long-term contract is great to lock up Punk, but I mean, with a lot of the other issues and other things that are going on, I think you need to try a little out. So a one-year deal, you run Punk for 1 year, see how he feels. Maybe, hopefully he doesn't get injured. Hopefully he's in good shape. And after 1 year, he feels good. He signs another deal for a year or 2 or 3. I think CM Punk will need to be contained on a short deal runs. I don't think you're going to get long-term deals with Punk. I don't think you're looking at 4 or 5 or 6 year Punk runs like that. I think, 1 to 3 years. 3 years really being the max. I think 1-2 year runs and agreements to work with Punk. It's going to be your best bet because this way it gives you both an out after a year in case it's just not working out or things are not going smooth for either side. I'd also leave this contract pretty open-ended that either side can cancel the contract or pull out of the contract at any time with no consequences. I would definitely put that in the contract just for safety measurements in case WWE wants to get out of CM Punk's totally not happy, gives him way out, keeps a lot of legal issues out of it. CM Punk can go do what he wants and move forward, and hopefully it can secure WWE from having any further issues, if there's any issues, which hopefully there's not. I think CM Punk and WWE is probably better for CM Punk. It's a little more controlled environment. He doesn't have a lot of people bickering, a lot of people trying to chirp in, trying to do creative, trying to add this, trying to add that. He knows who's in charge. He knows who it's going to answer man to. He can discuss his storylines, but at the end of the day, he knows how it's going to go. If he gets a yes, he's going to be great. If not, it's going to be. I definitely think CM Punk will want some creative control into his contract to have some freedoms to be who he wants to be. I think Cult Leader Punk would be a great aspect to bring back into WWE. We will have to see. There's going to be a lot of feud there. We'll have to see if he does anything to go after AEW in his return, or if he's going to start on a fresh corner. It's going to be very interesting if we're going to get CM Punk in WWE and what it holds for the future, how it's going to play out, and what we see coming forward, because it is CM Punk, and with all the chaos and controversy that's come out of these last few months and out of AEW, and then him being firing with cause and everything that's gone down with that, it's going to be very interesting if Punk is back in WWE and if this is going to happen. We will have to see how this plays going out forward. So what are your thoughts about CM Punk coming back to the WWE? Every day we hear it's coming closer. Well, it could happen any day now. But go ahead and drop your comments below. Give us your feedback on what you think will happen with CM Punk on the Big Time. This, of course, has been the Big Time Rants, another news-breaking day. Like I said, several things going on. Undertaker going to show up at NXT. Jade Cargil going to show up at Fastlane tonight. Mercedes Moné, is she AEW bound? Is she about to be all elite? CM Punk, is he back with WWE? Are we waiting for pen to paper? Is it going to happen? Is Chicago Made going to be Chicago Made in Chicago at Survivor Series? We are going to find out hopefully soon enough. And when more details drop, we will break in and give you news. Again, this is Value Wrestling tonight. After Fastlane, we will be here live with a Fastlane review. We will be doing the whole breakdown on everything that happened, what went down, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we think is going to happen. We'll be going over every element of Fastlane tonight. So make sure you are here to join us. Make sure you watch Fastlane so you know what's going on too, because you never know what big surprises are coming. We know Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar have a mystery partner. Jade Cargill rumored to show up. Kairi Sane rumored to show up at any time. Lots of things could happen any moment, at any time in this new world of professional wrestling. I get him the Big Time. I thank you for joining on this episode, and until the next episode, we will see you then, and we are out.